Hello everyone, once again welcome all of you in Maths online class. I am Manish Singh, your maths teacher. Students, this is the next part, means this is the second part of the conversion of unit. In this part, we will be discussing about the conversion of unit, and we also solving here the some questions of exercise 3D. So student, let's start now. The first is, this is, look and listen carefully, this is a metric conversion chart, and this is the very important for this chapter or this exercise. If you know, if you remember, so you can easily solve the each and every question of this exercise. Listen, here is some a specific word, means some a special word for the different unit, like as a king for the King Henry died unusually drink chocolate milk. So this is just a trick, this is just a trick. King kilo, Henry hecto, died deca, and usually unit, mean these are units, and then drinking deci, chocolate centi, milk milli. So this chart is a very important. You make this chart in the classwork copy, and also remember this is a very important chart. So you know that kilo is a higher unit, and then hecto, then deca, then unit, then deci, centi, milli, these are a smaller unit. Metric conversion chart, to convert to smaller unit, move decimal point to right or multiply. This is a very important. In my previous video I have also explained the what is the rule of conversion, means we have two rules when we convert any higher small unit to smaller unit. By then how we can convert? By the multiplication by the 10, 100 and 1000. And when we convert smaller to higher unit, by the division. Look here, kilo, then hecto, then deca, then basic. These are basic unit, means basic unit means that units are meter, gram, or kilo, oh sorry, liter, then deci, centi, milli. These are in a decimal form, mean these are a smaller unit, and these are a greater unit. So this is the chart, and this is a metric conversion chart, and this is a very important chart. So now next is a, yeah, just like this example, and for what is a metric conversion ladder, this is a ladder so you look here, when down, move the decimal to the right the same number of the stair you climb down, so 10 multiply by 10. Just a trick for remembering. So and then when to climb up, you climb the stair, you climb up, then divide. By divide means smaller to higher unit, and this is the higher to smaller unit, and this are a very important. So this is a some chart, we have metric conversion ladder, and then this is a metric conversion chart. So this chart is a very important. You make this chart in the classwork copy and also learn. And next is a metric conversion, this is also a special chart, this is only for you, and you learn, and you understood how we can convert the unit higher to smaller and smaller to higher. So largest and smaller, so which one is the largest? Kilo is a largest unit in the conversion, then hecto, then deca, then gram, meter, gram, and liter. These are basic unit, then deci, then centi, then milli. And which one is the largest unit? Kilo, you know that. And which one is the smaller unit? Smallest, milli. Milligram, you can say the milligram in a mass, you can say in millimeter in a length, and you can say milliliter in a capacity. We have a different standard unit for the different conversion, like as a mass, gram, or kilogram, length, meter, and capacity for liter. These are standard unit of the. Now is a kilo, hecto, deca, gram, and then deci, centi, milli. These are a basic unit, and these charts are very important. You make the all chart in a classwork copy. Now next topic is, look here, this is a units of length. This is unit of length, means so we have a some unit of the length. And what is it? How you know very well how many meter in 1 kilometer? 1000. And how many decimeter, this is a decagram, how many decameter in a 1 kilometer, 100, how many hectometer, this is hectometer, 10. And same as how many decameter or decimeter in meter centimeter. You know very well because you also I also studied in your previous classes, means class 5 and 6. And you know how we can convert this type unit. 1 millimeter is equal to how many centimeter, 1 upon 10, because when we convert the smaller unit, means smaller, convert the lower unit to higher unit, we divide by 10, 100 and 1000, etc., as the case may be. Now next is, next what is it? Units of weight. Today's topic is here we write the units of weight. And then you know, because if you know the unit of length, so you can also write the unit of weight and capacity, because similarity relationship exists between the unit of mass and capacity. Means if here we use meter for m, so for mass we take the gram g, and for the capacity we take the liter l, liter l, like this one, mass gram, and gram for g, meter m, and capacity liter, liter for l. So student, 1 kg means 10, how many hectogram in 1 kg, 10 hectogram. And same as decagram and handgram. And this is the how many centigram in 1 milligram, 1 upon 10, because milligram is smaller than centigram. When we convert smaller unit to higher unit, then we divide, this is a rule. And one, and then how many decigram, how many milligram, how many liter, how many, so unit of length, weight, unit of length and unit of weight same as unit of liter. Means if the question is asking how many liter in 1 kiloliter, you know very well, 1000 liter in 1 kiloliter. So rule is, you, this is a rule are given first, means you know, I have also explained the rule in the previous video. Higher unit to lower unit means multiply by 10, 100 and 1000. And then rule second, lower unit to higher unit, how we can, by divide 10, 100 and 1000. So this is a very important, keep in mind, when we convert any is greater unit to small unit, then we can convert by multiplication. And multiply by which number, we can multiply by 10, 100 and 1000. And when we convert any is smaller to greater unit, then we can convert by division and divide by 10, 100 and 1000. So look here, some examples are here. Convert, what is convert? 6 kilometer to meter. So firstly we match the both unit, this is kilometer and this is meter, and you know very well which one is greater than, kilometer is greater than. Means here we can, where greater to smaller, means here we find the answer by multiplication 10, 100 and 1000. So you, if you remember units of length, you can easily find what is a meter in 1 kilometer, how many meter in 1 kilometer, 1000 meter, you know. So we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So 6, therefore 6 kilometers equal to 6 multiplied by 1000, then 6000 meter, same as here, 6.85 kilogram to gram, 6.85 kilogram to gram, what is given. So we know that 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram, therefore 6.85 kg is equal to 6.85 multiplied by 1000. After multiplication you get what, 685,000. And look here, here the decimal, you know how we can write and how we can use the decimal in multiplication, because this is the decimal chapter. And I have also explained how to multiply the decimal, multiplication decimal number. After the multiplication, look here, the decimal after 2 digit, then we use decimal after 2 digit from right hand side of the number. So what is the product? 6,85,000. So now, but decimal is left, so we can use the decimal from the right hand side, 1, and this is the 2. After digit means here we use the decimal is here. Now then answer is 6850 gram. This is the answer after, look here, point zero zero. So 0 after decimal 0, no value, 0 have any no value. So this is the method of how to find the decimal, how to convert the decimal number into the another unit. Now this is third example, 7.85 decaliter. What is here? Decaliter to deciliter. So you know how many decaliter, yeah, how many deciliter in one decaliter? 100 deciliter. What? 100 deciliter. So therefore what is given? 7.85, 7.85 deciliter is equal to 7.85 multiplied by 100, same as last multiplication. So after the multiplication we use the decimal. Where the decimal here is this? After 2 digit, so we can use after 2 digit from the right hand side. Then we have answer, what is 785 deciliter. Now fourth is a small to greater, 700 meter to kilometer, smaller to greater. Now this is smaller to greater. Look at the 7. Firstly, if the question you have find this type question, na, so firstly you match the unit. So what is the question is asking? Question asking convert 700 meter to where? Into kilometer, into kilo, 700 meter into kilometer. So how we can convert? Listen, meter is a smaller than kilometer, so we can convert by the division, by divide which number? 1000 and 1000. So we know that 1 meter is equal to 1 upon 1000 kilometers. So therefore 700 meter is equal to 1. So we can here write the 700 upon 1000. And listen, if any fraction have a denominator of 10 r power 10, means if the any fraction denominator is 10, 100,000 or 10,000, so we can write that fraction in a decimal form easily. How? According to the 0. How many 0 in the denominator? 3 0. So we can use the decimal after 3 digit in a numerator. So what is the numerator? 700 after decimal 3 digit. So 1 2 3, then answer will be 0.7 kilometer. Now fifth is a 7,000 centigram to decigram. Just every question depend on the metric unit, means units of length, meter and capacity. What is a centigram? And you know the 1 centigram is equal to 1 upon 1000 decagram, same as 7,000 centigram upon 7,000 upon 1000, then 7 decagram. 3030 cancel. Now sixth question is a 185.4 deciliter to kiloliter convert. So if you know the metric units, means if you know the units of capacity, so if you remember the unit of capacity, then you can solve easily. 1 deciliter, 1 decaliter is equal to 1 upon 100 kiloliter. This is very important. This type means if you know units, then you can solve easily. Therefore 1.854 decaliter is equal to 185.4 multiplied by 1 upon 100, 1 upon 100, then 185.4 upon 100. So by the division, what? By the decimal division. And you know how we can divide the number. Fraction is also from the number. After division we get what? 1.85, or you can also using the move the decimal according to the 0. How many 0? 2 0. So we can move the 2 digit where? Right to left. Then answer will be 1.854 kiloliter. Now some questions we also solve the from the exercise 3D. So for this is the first question. So what is it? Convert 8 kilometer to meter and 292 milliliter to centiliter. Same as if you know the table, I again repeat again many times. So if you know the units, you can easily solve. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, then 8 kilometer is equal to 8 multiplied by 1000, then 8000, and this is 292 milliliter to centiliter, means smaller to greater. This is by multiplication and this is by division. So 1 milliliter is equal to 1 upon 10 centiliter. So therefore 292 milliliter is equal to 292 upon 10 according to the where decimal division fraction, you know. So 29.2 centiliter. So this was all about for the conversion of unit and some questions of exercise 3D. So your homework is to solve the question number 1 of exercise 3D. All question of question number 1. Solve all question of question number 1 exercise 3D. So student, this was all about for the today. Thank you. Take care.